Okay, and I am back. Sorry about yesterday. I meant to stream yesterday, but you probably hear my voice, so I am battling something. I don't know what it is, but I'm here, I'm back, and let's jump back into the Very Veggie Legacy Challenge here. I'm gonna turn this down. It's a little loud in my ears. Hopefully it's okay for you guys. There we go. The volume I'm hearing is probably different than the volume you're hearing it, so. Anyway. So what was it? We left off on Friday. Let's get this. These two finally got married. This is Brassica and Dirk, I believe. They finally got married, and I think finally got married. It's the classic Sims thing where you meet somebody 5 minutes later, you're married. Yeah, classic Sims thing. Check the VODs if you want to see the details on that. It's either on my Twitch channel or it's on my YouTube, which is also Dartella. I post the VODs there. Although recently, I don't know why the last few VODs have been taking a lot longer to try to upload to YouTube. I don't know, like the first time it fails or whatever. I don't know what's up with the files or whatever, but hopefully it gets... You know, so if it's not up by the end of, like, if the VODs aren't up a few hours after the stream, it's probably going to be on, the next day at least. But I'm thinking today, I'm not sure what this last exception is, I gotta look into that. I must have a mod that's not acting correctly here. Thinking today, like... In my last stream, I plopped down this house as kind of just a place for them to live for now. And, you know, obviously to have their wedding and stuff. But I'm thinking, for the purposes of this challenge, I mean, yes, this has everything I need in it, but I don't really like it. It doesn't feel like it's theirs. So I think I'm going to try building them their own home. Like, Dirk here. Yes, Dirk. I was forgetting his actual name here. He is a tech guru and currently standing inside the table. What the heck is that about? Oops. What the heck is that about, my guy? You're just phasing through things. Okay, cool. And you're going to bed or just getting up? That's just going to bed. Like, she literally went to sleep during the wedding party, so... Who knows what that's about here. So what I'm thinking I'm going to have you guys do, my Sims here, is yes, I know you're asleep, Brassica, but I'm going to have you both come over here, just so you get you off the lot for me to build. There's one of the other... Not so much a rule in the challenge, just have everything green in the house. I don't think I'm going to do that. Like, or match the color of your founder sim. Does she have to go to the bathroom? She does. Okay, you didn't see me do this. Oh, of course. And you're just still wanting to eat the food. Just come over here. Please, just cooperate with me. Just once, guys. And she's coming. Seriously? Come on. It's like herding cats, I swear. Oh, they're trying to clean this up. That's what they're trying to do. You know, I'll turn this back on after. I'm just going to turn it, make it so they not save. I'm going to make it so they have to obey me here. Just for the moment. This is just for while I'm building. To make sure I can test things and stuff. But as soon as I'm done, they'll be back to their own free will, for better or for worse. Okay. I gotta look into that apothecary skill. Wait. I thought I turned that autonomy off. Okay, yep. Stand right in the middle of the street. Nothing ever went wrong with people standing in the middle of the street. Okay. I see why. They were trying to clean that up. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. Because I get $20 per item I toss in there, so... It just takes a second for it to... But they fixed the... I thought they fixed the glitch. There we go. Actually, you know what? It might be easier if I just do this. Just bring the can over here for now. Because I'm gonna keep the can. That is, like... Isn't it a bit of a cheat? Maybe. But it's also so useful. You can imagine getting $20 every time you throw something away. Come on, in there. Come on. Yeah, this garbage pile. There's a whole bunch of stuff on there too. Oh boy. Those drinks as well. Yeah, I know these are still good, but oh, I can't even click and... You know what? It's probably not going to get eaten anyway. I cannot click and drag. I'll ask them to clean these up, as I can't seem to drag them. Oh, he's gonna do one by one, isn't he? Oh well, at least he's following my instructions. You know what? I can speed this up a bit here. I'll probably cheat their needs a little bit here, just because I'm interfering so much with their lives here. Okay, so now you can go back and stand in the middle of the street with your beloved. Okay. Well, I rebuild your home. So two things I really need right now is I need an office... Nope. I need to not be clicking the right thing, wrong things here. I need an office space for him because he is a tech guru. And I need a business spot for her so she can sell all her art supply, all her art. So that's the only way she's allowed to make money. Doesn't really say anything about like their partners and stuff, like what they do. I also wanted to save a couple things in the kitchen here, like just to save a bit of money, maybe in the long run. Maybe save the television, save the couch, coffee maker, and microwave. Save this thing too, and the high chair. Because those are going to come in handy eventually. I can't see a world where I'm using that. I mean... Hold on. How big is it before I... Okay, where did the thing... What the... Can I not get the thing back? Oh, it's gone. Oh, it's huge. Yeah, I don't need it. Place you in inventory. Place you in inventory. This is pretty, so I might just keep it. Does it come in any other swatches? Yeah, no, I'll keep that. That's kind of cute. I'll keep that for some decoration. Potty. You know what? I'll get that later. Once they actually have a kid. And I'll keep the computer too, just so for sure they have one. And the burglar alarm. Thermostat. Everything else is not so precious to me. Oh, this thing too. Is this the clock? Okay, everything else I can probably just go. Whoop. How much money do I get? I get 27,000 simoleons for that. Just wondering if I want to give them. Thinking if I should maybe give them a little bit of money, a little bit of a hand up, just so they have a nice house to begin with. Like maybe I could just pretend a family member gave us money or something. A long lost relative died or something. I don't know. Okay, so long, Uncle Jim. Okay, so they owe money 50,000. There we go. I do have a mod where the testing cheats is always on. I think it's Twisted Mexi mod. Okay, and now as thinking as to what I am going to build. I'm thinking, because this is Nordhaven. This is the Scandinavian style world. Sorry. And thinking of trying to at least make it look like it blends in a little bit with the rest of the world. I'm definitely not going to use the entire lot right now. I don't really want to move them again, because I'd rather have more space now for later than have like no space and then have to move later. So I don't mind there being, you know, extra space here. But I'm thinking it's going to be kind of like an attached business. Like she has have the home and then a business attached to it. But you know what? I think before I even forget, should I register it now? Yeah, you know what? I'll register it now so I can plan that out easier. Register small business. Okay. You know, I don't know why the name Broccoli Brush just came into my brain, but that's not stupid. Okay, this is the broccoli generation. Huh. Like, I know broccoli was called florets, but that's more like florists, and that's not... Well, she could do florists eventually, but... or just be really... Yeah, it's really be on the nose. This is... I'm just doing this so when I build the lot, I can assign which space is the residential and which space is the commercial. So, don't have the kiosk yet, obviously. Activities, I'll figure out that out after. I could probably even change the name of it. Don't want that logo. I mean, it's an artsy logo, but... I'll just do this one, because I'm not sure. She's probably going to do painting more than anything. Because that's just the tried and true. Excuse me. Okay. Okay, so now I have the outlines on and off. Okay. Alright. Let's actually start building this thing here. It's not going to be very large. Maybe something kind of long and narrow, kind of matching the rest of the world here. With probably higher... That's not what I was thinking I want. Unless I have the art studio downstairs and the apartment up. Which kind of gives me an idea what to do here. Okay, I have an idea. Okay. Do something with maybe kind of a diagonal entrance. And this down here, this is all going to be for the business section. And again, yes, I'm definitely not using all the space just yet. Okay, so she has like that. Okay, I'll worry about that later. About the inside of this later. It's more about the upstairs portion that I want to do. So up here is going to be kind of like an apartment. Oh, let me do that? Oh, well, okay. Oops. Okay, so got that. So there's a bit of an overhang at the front here, but not too bad. It's kind of interesting sort of shape. Bring up foundation just a touch. Okay. Move it over. Don't want it to be so close to the edge. Okay. I wonder something. First of all, let's make it the tall wall height for both. It does look kind of silly. Maybe that is too tall. I'm trying to trust the process here, sort of thing. What I do want is I want kind of the entrance to the house to be, or the living portion to be up here. It's very square, but I think when you just gotta keep building and trust the process. And hopefully you get something good. Okay, I do like these stairs. They're expensive. Oh, those are super expensive stairs. Maybe not those ones after all. Okay. Maybe because I don't have a landing yet. Okay. So I should have like a bit of a landing sticking out. So even if I have that, it might... Oh, that's too narrow. These two. No, that looks completely dumb. Yeah, that looks completely... I don't like that yet. I'm thinking of something I built a long time ago. Built like a laundromat. Okay. I still like the idea of it being up top, but maybe I won't have such a weird shape downstairs. You have something like this, so should they kind of have like a bit of a balcony? Oops, that's just on the back there, but... Something like this, so they can have a bit of a balcony. Yeah. Maybe not the highest height either, maybe more medium height. For both. Still like the idea of a little landing and the outside stairs. Unless I just have kind of like a completely separate side entrance. That might be too big, but we'll see. I'm just making shapes right now and trying to get something down so I can see what's going on here. maybe like a small, like little. That's gonna have to be somehow 2 stories anyway. I might as well make that whole part 2 stories. I don't know. So they kind of have like an entrance space. Yeah. So I have a whole door on this side. I mean, not that one, but let's get the medium-sized doors. Yeah, something like this going into the. Because I wanted to look very sort of modern-ish. I don't know how well I'm going to blend into the Scandinavian style, but we'll see. So let's just open this up so I can see more inside of what I'm doing. Or do I want those too wide? Or just do something like that. Yeah, that works for me. And then you have the actual front door up here. And if that's the case, I should bring the stairs forward a tiny bit here. I think I'm going to... I need to put a fence down for this first. Draw a fence here so I can remove... Oops, I did not mean to move my pull window. Okay. Delete that, and then that. Did I just delete the ceiling too? Why does it do that? That is very annoying. But what? Unless I did it kind of wrong. Unless I do this. Remove floor. There we go. And then if I delete this, it still deletes the ceiling. Why does it do that? If I used a full wall, will it do that? Yeah. And it brings that... Very odd. Does that fix that problem? Okay, I had no idea how that works or makes any difference, but I will take that. I will take that. Okay. Does that need to be so... I'm thinking for this part here, I'm thinking of using the new glass walls. Which I think, are they under miscellaneous? Yeah. So they could have like a whole kind of glass entrance sort of thing to the art studio bit. Do they have... Well, I guess you use any real glass door with that then. And it works a little more seamlessly. I say a little more seamlessly. Wish I had a full... Well... No, it looks kind of dumb. That is the exact same thing I just picked up. So I don't have anyone that really goes straight to the top. That's a CC one, even that doesn't. No. I kind of wish they gave us proper glass door to match the glass wall, but maybe if I do short wall, which would get very claustrophobic in there, but unless I kind of do it where they kind of can step down the platform when they get in, that might be interesting. I don't know, we'll see. I'm just trying to workshop something here that works. See, none of these doors go straight up to the top. And that one comes close. No, I don't like the look of that either. I think... In theory, the glass walls are a cool idea. But in practice, I'm finding them to be ever so slightly frustrating. And none of the tall doors will fit. Okay. I mean, there's this is close, but I'm thinking I might just stick with, you know, traditional windows. It's an interesting idea, but it would save a ton of money for The Sims if it would work, but... Excuse me. Is there a matching window to that door? That was businesses and hobbies. Oh, it's this one. Hopefully it's the same height. Oh, if it's the same height, that would actually be kind of perfect. Yeah, okay. And of course it's not. Not even the same color. So I just wish everything... I guess that's the closest I'm gonna get. No, it's... I reserve that light blue for these guys. 'Cause I don't mind the light blue. I'll take it. As long as it all matches, right? Just wish there was, unless it's a tiny little window that fits there. So I know there's like a small... Oh, that it was just a little bit narrower. That would work. Oh, it looks kind of dumb. Determined to get something to fit there, but I probably won't. Let's be real. If only they made the walls and everything, the doors and everything to fit everything properly, but no, that's way too big. I mean, this one comes ever so close. If it wasn't just... You know what? I'm gonna stop obsessing over that. Maybe I can put something above it. Just hide it. No. Or a light, maybe. Maybe a light would look good up there. And I gotta stop obsessing about this one tiny detail. You know, yeah, a light. A light right above it. That doesn't make it perfect, but makes it functional. Okay. There we go. Oh, I guess before I forget, put the kiosk. I do not want to forget about the kiosk. Thinking one of the ones that have stuff already kind of painted on it. Oh, it looks a little worn down, though. Why do the painted on ones... Ugh. Yeah, one of the painted on ones already, because it makes it look a little more artsy. I have an idea for the front, but I'm not gonna do it just yet. And hopefully upstairs. They don't have a lot of room upstairs, but they don't really need a lot of room at this stage. They do definitely need a door into their apartment, though. Doesn't have to be anything fancy. Where is the one that came in the update? Yes, these HBD doors. I mean, these guys have been an absolute lifesaver. They definitely need a light up in here, too. Need a lot of light in there, actually. I wonder if I could use one of those pendant lights. Those, like, tall pendant lights. Maybe not that one, but... Yeah, something like this that... Is there no... Hold on. Is there no floor there? That completely erased all the... Okay, game. What the heck are you doing? Do something like that. Maybe I could even... Yeah, save a tiny bit of money, make it a little bit more... That looks good. That looks pretty cool. Maybe here have the glass wall to kind of supplement a window. So that way kind of looks like windows. Actually, all up here. Just get some daylight in there. I don't know about down here. I think down there I'll leave as is. But that might be a good use for the glass walls. Maybe even some here, just so I get some kind of daylight in. Oh, that actually looks pretty nice. Okay, I really actually like that. kind of makes part of that wall somewhat, I won't say somewhat useless, but... I like it and I don't like it, because I think it might make part of that wall harder to use. At the same time, that looks so nice. Nah, I'll just have the outside. Leave the outside like that. I might return to that idea, but... yeah. So you come in, I kind of thinking... that's very small. Expand it back a bit here. I mean, yeah, I could expand this forward, but I kind of want them to have a balcony. I at least need 2 bedrooms in this place. I could probably even just kind of scoot that out and have that cut out. You know what? That doesn't look too terrible. Okay. I'm thinking in there maybe doing some kind of brick. Okay, you know what? I'll do the outsider stuff later. Starting focusing on the details, and I should just be focusing on getting rooms and stuff down. Okay. I say that they go on the fences here. Okay. Where's that one? Sorry, I keep moving my... okay, looks fine. Okay. Have a balcony up here. And maybe those big windows up there are... no, I'll use different windows upstairs. Alright. So you walk in, maybe walking into the kitchen? Maybe have a small bathroom. No bed walls, not that. Let's just put some lights in so I can see what the heck I'm doing here. So I can see what I'm doing. Alright. So I'm thinking... small bathroom or something back here. Kitchen, living room here. And bedrooms kind of back here. So if I kind of... draw out a small section here. I mean, it's not going to be the biggest living space of all time, but something. And I think I might steal a little more space from the balcony. I can always pull that out again, too. It's a tiny bathroom, but I think it'll work. Oh, and I wanted him to have his own little office space. Where can I put that? This is all gonna be kitchen, living room. Huh. So it needs at least to be 2 bedrooms, so they're gonna have kids. Remove it. No, leave that as. I'm trying to think I'm gonna lay out the kitchen here. Maybe a bigger door to begin with here, just to make the entrance a little more punchy, I guess. Maybe give him a glass door up here, bring in the natural light from the room beyond. That does not even fit on the thing. Okay. Because if I make this any bigger, is that gonna... I guess I gotta put some kind of flooring down. I guess I gotta pretend there's another room up there or something. Like, I don't know why it get rid of the floor. That still doesn't give me a floor. This is insane. I didn't mean to get rid of all the floors. Alright. Let's just try rebuilding this bit. Do I really do all that? Probably not. Bring that all the way back. No, I guess I do have to delete the whole thing, because for it to register as a new room. Okay, come on, game. Is that going to be considered a whole other wall? No. Good. Alright, that's just hanging out of nowhere here. Also, I was thinking to beginning, just have an outside. Yeah, just have a little outside staircase. Earth. Alright, so I have a little room like that. Have the stairs go up to it. Alright, perfect. Yeah, that works more like it. So that's a little entrance area there. It's not as large as the other one, but it works. And I'll still do the glass walls. Excuse me, my voice is just not happy today. Maybe the same door I was thinking. Just like that. And you know what? I can even... maybe even just delete those walls and just have a complete little entrance. Yeah, that's not terrible. That actually looks a lot better than I had before, I think. And maybe I'll just move the bathroom over. Like so. Okay, that's going on with here. Just like that, so they have a bit of an entrance when they come in. I like that. Okay, let's keep like that. Be slightly larger for the bathroom there. And while that is kind of an entrance, I could possibly... No, that would be dumb. So you can kind of use that as his office space up there as well, but I don't think you'd want your office right where you have a door like that. Let me think. Let me start getting a kitchen, living room, and stuff in here first and see where things go from here. Because maybe I could steal some space over here for his office. Maybe have a little room right here and have the rest here as kind of living room, dining, bedrooms. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go with this. I like this design. Alright. So the kitchen, I'm thinking of just having kind of as a line, or just like kind of straight down the wall here. Yeah. Let's set up the kitchen kind of in this corner and have the living room here. Yeah, that might work better. And yay, just refrigerators, not some other weird stuff. Okay. So we have kind of a very odd apartment, but I don't know. It kind of works. It's different. Different is always... Unless I make it a tiny bit wider, but... No. Leave things as is, maybe, or... Well, I might make this more like this, maybe replace this one with the oven. Let's not use the $13,000 one. Maybe, because I don't want to use the one that's like let's just use the mid-range one for now. And use those big picture windows. Yeah. And that makes it completely so they can't even get out onto the balcony, I just realized. Just an idea. Oops. Nope. Move these over. Can I fit them all in a line across here? Just to get some nice front-facing light coming in. Yeah. Little setback, so it's like a little more private from the street. Even if this is not used for anything, I think just having the little setback makes it slightly more private. Yeah, okay. This is, now it's coming together a little bit in my mind here. Okay, maybe put a little maybe a little wall there just to kind of separate the kitchen from where the living room is. I think put the doors in just so I don't forget. Don't want this. I don't see any sliding doors and stuff. I just want the door. Interior door. That's what I was looking for. One there, one there. And I could make that an ensuite, but I'll just make it more complicated. Okay. Because here I can have like their TV and stuff. Which I need. I always kind of scale this one up with the brackets. Start putting their stuff back in here. Did I not save the microwave? Oh well. Okay, put the coffee machine down. The alarm. I don't know how the alarm can stick to the glass, but I'll stick it here, I guess, along with the thermostat. I kept the couch at least, so that helps. I just need to get a TV stand. Like, these are technically coffee tables, but I get the shoehorn. I don't know if I want the shoehorn though. I always use that one. I'm trying to think of what else I can use. What about that? It was from the Comfy Gamer pack. Might be considered storage though. Just check the services here. It was that cubby thing. I guess I can also just filter for it. Not the pastel pot. Where was it here? Cozy Gamer. That's the one I'm looking for. This thing. Can I put the TV on top of that? Yes, I can. Thank you. So I think everybody owns that. I actually literally have one of those just off to the side here. I use in my bedroom. Okay. Put that there. Yeah. This is starting to look like a... Can I do tab? Yes, I can. Let's try to get a nice view down that corridor there. I mean, yeah, that's livable. I quite like this. Even the views around here are quite nice. So you got the nice mountains in the background there. Okay. This color scheme may not stay, but... Oh yeah, because I can change it to any color I want. I wasn't gonna go all green with everything, but I'm thinking maybe some green accents here and there. I'm not gonna go overboard crazy with the green, but we'll see. Thinking some kind of window over here. Oh. Maybe not the tall picture window, but something just to get some light into the living room. That works. And I don't know if I want something above. Because these just feel too... Oh, no, those feel too big there. And I'm thinking here in the kitchen. I'm not going to use the cabinets up top. I just thought the scaling of them always looked kind of weird in The Sims. I do think I want another counter. I mean, I could go all the way to the wall, but no, part of me wants a door out to the balcony. And that's like the only spot I can think of putting it. And of course, doesn't go to the. Oh, maybe if I did the medium door. So the medium sliding. That's just. They make them taller, but also wider. I don't like when they do that. That's just dumb. That's probably the best out of all my choices here. Again, like, why can't they just make doors that actually match what you're trying to do? I mean, that matches the height. I mean, it's probably the best I'm gonna get out of that. I can do the white. The white does the... Oh, maybe that white one. Okay. It's not the same color white, because of course we don't have color wheels and stuff in Sims 4, because why would we? I'm not at all salty about the fact that we had nice color wheels and stuff in Sims 3, but not Sims 4. Not salty about that at all. Why would I be salty? Okay. Use the Sydney sink, why not? I also gotta remember them. I gotta save some money to do the downstairs business. Do I want the green? Do I want to match, or do I just want to do a neutral? You know what? I'll do neutral color in the kitchen. It's kind of taupe. I might have been liking that color. Yeah, just do kind of the neutral colors. I'm not going to really be putting paintings and stuff on the wall up here at the moment, because I'm thinking she's also going to make some paintings for, you know, her living space as well. But I definitely need some stuff on the floor here. Just, this is looking very plain. Maybe go the other way, yeah. I really do like that hardwood. Thinking in this foyer area here too, they do have those indoor plants now as well. Let's see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna search plants. Indoor plants. Okay, what do we got here? I got this pack, but I've barely even looked at it yet, so let's just see here. Well, these are cute. Okay, I'm thinking of getting a little table to put in there. So they have some plants right when you walk in. That's, yeah. Do they have a nice big glass table or something? Ooh, okay, that's something kind of what I'm looking for. Maybe something taller? Maybe something in displays? I mean, it's just hanging shelves, but hanging them off... It does look kind of odd hanging just off the glass, though. So maybe I went on the wall. And then maybe something on the floor. for the rest of them. Even something like... it's getting close to what I want. Just something bigger than that. Unless I just use a glass table or something. Like one of these glass coffee tables or something. Yeah. That might work. Again, kind of wish they were slightly longer. Yeah, it's a bit extra, but I kind of like it. So like that right there. Is it its own indoor plants? I guess it's kind of its own. Category now. I'm sorry if I'm a little brain dead today. I have whatever I was fighting is still just like kind of clinging on to me and making me a little more, I don't know, just not quite fully with it. Some really cute plants here, but I want the ones they actually have to tend to. So maybe like you. Okay, so I'll filter the ones from the new pack. I think a lot of these to the gardening skill, plus gardening skill. I think that's one I already got. Plotted fern. Okay, so we'll get the live house plants. I guess that's what I'm looking for. So that's... oh, I see. That's just the ficus, and you get the little pot and you put it in there. Okay. That's kind of cool. I do like that. Maybe just a bunch of plants right there when you walk in. Because that does seem like a little terrarium area here. Kind of want to just... don't want you poking out the wall if I can help that. Yeah, I could live through poking through the table, but not through the wall. Yeah. Maybe something hanging. Nope. Nope, Phil is a thingy, not hanging. Well, he is kind of hanging, he just doesn't want to hang off the ceiling. There's another one from the Cozy Gamers that I really liked. It was that hidden cow plant. I think that's what it was called. Covert cow plant. That's what it was called. You know, this one I don't mind hanging off the glass a little bit. If I can get it just in one of those little anchor points there. Because, I mean, look at that. That is just... this one won't actually eat you, but that is just so adorable. I love that. Yeah. Okay, so that little area is coming together. I mean, I could probably fill that with much more plants, but... and that would be overkill. Maybe a little, like, welcome mat of some sort, but... just a little one here. Not sure I like the color, but... just something kind of neutral for there. Yeah, okay. should have a light there just at night, too. I haven't even done the bedrooms or anything yet. I'm just focusing on that. Mm. Doesn't need to be that bright in that area, I don't think, but just... Unless I get a smaller version of that pendant light I was looking at before. Yeah, the Simley Park ones. Again, like, just simple little... Now, I've been debating with myself whether I do the exposed brick look, or if I just paint this maybe kind of white, because the white in the... Wow. I can't think today. What is that called? Drywall. My brain is completely gone today. I don't normally just go for pure white, but I think maybe in this case, it just... I might just... Maybe the individual rooms and stuff might have different colors and stuff, but for now, do that. And I'll have all this... I'll do some tiling for that part of the floor. And then I gotta get moving on their bedrooms and stuff. Do I want something, or do I just want this kind of simple herringbone? Maybe something darker? I don't hate that. Or maybe if I do it the other direction. Yeah. Just something kind of simple for that. And I should give them a small dining table too, somehow. Yeah. Like, it's a very small apartment in here, but... just to start, not too bad. Just one of these. And I'll fix the color on them. Oops. What? I just want to make it simply white. Because these got some really cute swatches too, I think. Ooh. I do like that. And use that same wood tone. But if I put it against the wall here, can everything still be used? Can they still get out that door and stuff? You know what, let's test it. Let's see if I can send one of my Sims up here. She doesn't seem to have any problems. Oops. That's not what I meant to do. Go back to live mode. Okay, so she can get up there, no problem. And you can sit here. And over here. Perfect. Okay, so that all works. And you can sit here and watch TV. Yeah, okay. That's all well and good. I like that. So now, okay, get those outlines running here. Which, you know what? Let's do that bit first. let's assign what's what here. So I think definitely not public. This is all going to be residential. Downstairs, however, that can stay all public. Okay. Thinking of this just today's stream, I might just try to finish the upstairs apartment, and then tomorrow I'll work on the business thing, because I'm really not... I am really not feeling well today, if you couldn't tell. So I'm just going to do that. Actually, stay in build by mode. See, I can't even... Okay. Like, any extra decoration and stuff will come a bit later. I just want to get, like, at least the bare bones of the apartment down. Like, I'm just gonna put white down for now on the walls. I'll figure, like, maybe it'll grow on me, maybe it won't. We'll see. If I come back to it tomorrow and decide, yeah, you know what, maybe different colors would help. Oh! Oh, I'm so sorry. You know what, I'll be right back 1 second here. My cat wants out. I don't know if you just heard him or not. I'll be right back. And I'm back. Okay. Let's get back to building here. There's also I think it's fence for window shopping, yeah. It's this tiny little fence that your Sims can just walk over that I sometimes like to use when there's a bit of a divide between two different floor tiles. It's just ever so subtle. Kind of looks like one of those strips. Yep, your Sims can walk right over that. It just adds a little polish. Okay. Kind of want to hang a plant off of that. Yeah, I'll keep doing that. What? What? Where are all my plants? Need some plants here. More plants. Not too tiny. Something nice and tall in that corner. That's tiny. Maybe something like that. Don't hate that. Okay. I don't know why I'm on such a plant kick in this place. I didn't even have plants in my own apartment. Maybe I'm overcompensating. But mostly because I have a cat and who likes to eat things, so that's some plants are toxic to cats, so that's one of the reasons why I don't. Okay, bathroom time. Hopefully this will be made easier by that bathroom kit we got fairly recently. I'll just use the stuff from there because I really like it. It was the sleek bathroom kit, yeah. Stuff in here. Like, they didn't have a shower tub, though. I'm definitely gonna need a tub and a shower. I'm just kind of tossing things in here right at the moment. I gotta figure out what the proper... You know what? If I move over the door... Thinking, hide the toilet maybe in this corner. And put the sink right here. There we go. Even if I made that touch... No, I don't want to make it smaller because I like that wall there. Unless I just... Okay. Move that over. You know what? Those wall lights are kind of dumb. If I made that... Would that all still be... Ew, that would not be functional. Okay. I do want to put a window in the bathroom, but I don't want like a terribly big one either. I might put some blinds or something on that, but a little bit later. I want to put some tile on the wall. I said tile. Do I want to do the green in here? No, it's a subtle enough green. Kind of a bluey green. It's also... it's more gray than anything. And that's way more blue. Okay, so let's leave it that one then. And same thing on the floor. Do I go this way or that way? This way. Okay, so much for not getting everything in that. Oh, that doesn't have the same kind of swatch. So much for not making everything green. Do I like the green tub though? Or do I want to do the white versions of these? The white with the gold. Yeah. And very definitely they need a mirror. Yeah, I think that's what that one also came in the kit, so I quite like that one. So I want a rug in here. They do have these from the other clutter kit. Okay, that's not too bad. Maybe just the white ones. Quite subtle, but I'll take it. I don't mind subtle. And of course, toilet paper. Can't forget the TP, because that's just... Does it come in a gold swatch? Yeah, that one's close enough, I think. Some towels on the wall, maybe. Maybe not the peg ones. here so you can see the swatches better. Yeah, those are nice and stylish, I think. I thought about putting on this side, I'm thinking the shower would just get them wet, but... Not bad. Okay. A little soap caddy on the wall? No. I'm not using the hampers. Although I am kind of funny, they called it the Wicker Whims hamper. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay. A little plunger set there, why not? Yeah. Make sure that's still all usable. It's kind of odd watching some go use the bathroom, but just making sure these are functional. And they are. Oh. Oh, did she get... Yeah, okay. It's kind of odd she gets it right after she uses the bathroom. Again, if you know, you know. Okay, I'm thinking their bedroom next, which will be back here. And I should have an easel for her to do some art upstairs before she comes down. Where's that bed? Not that one. This one. This one came with some nice swatches. But not any real green ones. Okay. Maybe not that one then. Again, I wasn't really gonna go so much for the into the greens so much, but or maybe I'll do more of a black and white look in the room. I'm not. You can tell I planned this all well in advance. Business and hobbies bed. Huh. Ooh. That's actually quite pretty. Might use that one actually. What kind of swatches it comes in? Okay, well, that's kind of pretty. That's kind of dark blue, kind of. If you squint, it kind of looks green. I don't know. Alright, this bedroom isn't going to be anything elaborate, but maybe some nice window at least. Yeah. I wonder if the bedrooms really need to be that big. So if I shove that in the corner... This will give a little more space for the office as well. Let's make this so this also goes into. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Something a little bit. Something I wasn't exactly planning on doing, but just. Yeah, that gives the place a tiny bit more character. Put the door there. And there. Fix the floor. I said fix the floor. There we go. Just that tiny little... Yeah. It kind of gives a little more room for everything there. Makes the office huge. Unless I want to swap rooms. Make this the bedroom and have that be... No, have the bedroom in the back. Maybe make that a little bit wider, maybe. Also steal the space from here. This is a very oddly shaped room now, but I don't hate it. I don't hate that at all, actually. That's quite comfy. I think I'll put some end tables here. Oops. What if I hit... Oh, is it shift that does the two? Okay. Does that really match? I do kind of like the darker vibe of that, but... Ooh, that's a closer. Or the very dark green. You know, it's not exactly the same color, but I can kind of get behind it. Or if I use it to kind of tie it more into the brown, like the brown at the end of the bed there, I'll place these a little bit better. Okay, I can live with that. Okay. Get rid of that light. Get nighttime outside just to see what this light looks like. Those are very... those are too dark, I think. Okay, I can deal with those. See if there's a different swatch on them, though. Ooh, that looks better with the bed. Okay, I really like that, then. Yes, I can deal with that. Get some kind of dresser down there. Started this stream thinking, yeah, I want to build them a place, but had no idea what I was thinking of doing. But now it's all coming together. I would do the Kronk voice, but no. And some carpets. Again, I like this new smart fiber carpet. It's just... it looks so much nicer than the other ones. The older ones. Trying to figure out what color to use. Okay. I want this room to feel nice and cozy. I wasn't going to do too much with the art because I want her to make the decorations and stuff for the place, but it's just missing something above the bed there. Just needs something. That's kind of small. Something like that. What other swatches does that come in? Ooh, that might be perfect. Oh, it's kind of cute. These are very much the things you would just pick up at an IKEA. Do I want to put another window there, or would that be too much? You know what? I don't think that's too much. That looks nice and cozy in there. Can I get some drapes or something that look decent on there? My tea has gone cold a lot ages ago, but I'll still drink it. Don't mind these. Those kind of fit what I want, but I'm thinking something longer. Those are CC, so trying not to use CC in my building. Like, I know it's there, and a lot of love to CC creators. They do a lot of really, really good work. What does that look if I do like... No, I don't look at that. Yeah. They don't really give you very many choices for window coverings. How many times do we need to tell you it's not silk tall? Just the names and descriptions in this game sometimes. Oh, that's not bad. But just black out the windows, though. I don't totally want to black them out, but at the same time, that does look quite nice. It does add a kind of more of a cozy vibe to the room. I kind of wish I could make them a little bit more open. Wait. Alt placing, you can sort of open them up, but that just leaves the gaps of that. Maybe sometimes we're half closed. I don't hate that either. That kind of gives more of a happy medium to what I was trying to do. This camera sometimes. Okay, I'll take that. It's not terrible. Maybe some kind of nice dark swatch on the wall. I don't think green totally. That's too saturated. Do they not have like gray walls? It's like dark green. Ooh, okay. Now those are kind of out of place. That works for me. Can I do it where one side of the door is white, the other door is black? No. Do I want that color door? Straight up black doors? Nah. That's not the same white. Where's our default white? Because that seems more yellow. What? That's the default. Why does it look yellow compared to those two? Is that just the way the lighting goes in this game? Like, because that door looks straight up yellow. That is so... Does it just turn yellow when you put it in the... Oh, that is weird. Huh. I'll put the door back properly. Like, why does it turn, like, just yellow when I'm against the... Okay, I had an idea for that wall, but I guess... I was gonna make that different, but I guess, ooh, if that's gonna be how it wants to play it, then no. Or try doing it that way. Should be the other way. Should be this way. Get rid of these two. Oops. Press the right button. That would probably help. Again, on that wall, it will kind of... I don't know. I'm not gonna try to figure it out right now. Okay. So if I put the wall right... or the door right there, they should still be able to get in and out of the bedroom. I would have liked to have that little diagonal thing there, but if it's going to be weird about it... Okay, let's get test to make sure she can get in here. Yeah, absolutely no problem. Okay, yes, I do have to waste of space here, but I'll figure... As time goes on, they'll acquire stuff, I'm sure. Okay. And his office. I'm gonna save this room as the baby's room when that time comes. But for now, I think I was gonna make him a proper little office. Did he go to work? Because I remember saying he had work in an hour. No idea who you are, though. Who's this redhead here? And why are you here? Oh, paparazzi. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm half considering having him step out of the spotlight, but at the same time, I'm kind of curious what kind of chaos the paparazzi bring. You know, I'm gonna go back on one thing I said earlier, too. About the exposed brick look. I might just go for it. If I can find one that looks nice. I'll just kind of have it. Or maybe not like on the outside, but maybe just kind of on the inside. Have that exposed brick look. It's kind of any other colors in that though, like kind of maybe black brick or... Ooh, okay. So that just adds some kind of texture. Still remains white like that, but just kind of have the outer walls. Yes. That just adds a little bit of flavor into this place. Do I want to bring it in here too? No. Okay, let's turn those lines off. Okay, for his little office here, I already saved the computer. Just need a desk. Part of me is just like, just use the comfy gamer desk. You know what? I might just let that idea win. It's just so practical. I mean, that's something like, we've all had that desk at one point or another. And you know, this is Little Simsy's challenge anyway, like she put out, so you know what? Let's have representation of her stuff in here too. Yeah. It's like fully rep her stuff. So what? Ooh, I don't know if I want that right above the... Yeah, it's like, how much, like, work. Keep working, you know, just... I think... finding a spot for that... Oh, you know what? Right there. Find a little spot... Yeah. Is it practical there? Probably not. I just think it looks nice there. Okay. Like, this office is not going to be anything too special. Just maybe have some bookshelves in here. I mean, she's even got some books on a... I like these little desktop books too. That you can just grab them like that. Those grilled cheese on either side. I just kind of grabbed a swatch I thought looked nice from the outside. Those are grilled cheese. Oh, that is adorable. Do I was... It's adorable, but does it fit what I want to make here? Are they always grilled cheese? Ugh. Oh, Melt Master. So yeah, okay, go figure. There's another one. The collection, yeah. This might be more the vibe I want to go for here. Have some color in here. Yeah, use the green. I need to bring the green back in here somehow. Yeah, and I think too, they're from the Comfy Gamer skit. Sims delivery incoming. Oh! Okay, free download. I don't say no to that. It's free. Why not? Packs. To enjoy the new content, yeah, I'll restart later. What was I looking for? It completely distracted me. Okay. Again, it's in the Cozy Gamer. These posters. Where's that one I wanted to use here? This one. We may not be able to have, like, we may not have a lot of the features with Sims 3, but darn it, at least we get a Sims 3 poster. I like that. That is so much fun. Okay, It's not such a comfy game for this bit. I want kind of... Yes, I got the shelves there, but I also kind of want the bigger bookshelves on the wall. Oh, pardon me. Is this coming in a darker swatch? So I kind of want to match the black of the desk if I can. Although that is a cool bookcase. I like the little ladder on it. That's the kids' one though. Oh, pardon me, man. Maybe I'll use these life and death ones. That's kind of... I'll put them over here. Ooh. Can I put them together so it kind of looks like one bigger unit? Oh. Oh, I want to... Maybe a wider one. Oh, this way. Sorry, excuse me for all this yawning. I am... Oh. I slept okay last night, but I'm just... dead tired still. Okay. That... And of course, who am I kidding? More plants. Oh, excuse me, man. I think once this room is done, I'm gonna call the stream because I am really not with it right now. If you can't really tell, or just want more plants. I think maybe the same carpeting I used in the bedroom, just to kind of have that coherency as well. Maybe something more fun on these walls though. I used this in the tiny home. Maybe a bit too much on that wall. Or maybe something a little more... Do I like that one? Oh, that was a straight up black. You know what? Yeah, I don't mind that. In the kids' room, I'll reserve for now, just until I get to know what kind of kids they're having yet. I know this generation, I want them to have at least 2 kids, because I have an idea for the names, and I'll leave it quiet for now, but if you looked up the challenge rules, you might already get an idea of what I want to name the kids. But I think, yeah, at least they got their apartment, so they got someplace to live nice and comfortably now. Haven't done much on the outside yet, obviously, and I have not even touched the business part of it. This is just an empty room still. But as it stands right now, it's going to be a much shorter stream today, because I'm barely hanging on. I skipped yesterday's stream. I wanted to get something out today, at least something out today. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get onto working on the business side of it, and yeah. So yeah, the VODs, as I keep saying, are on my YouTube channel, same name as Here's Dartella, and hopefully I'll have it by the end of today. If not, it should be up tomorrow sometime with VODs, and yeah, that's all there is going to be today. And and thank you for anybody who's come by to watch a stream today. Thanks for putting up with my brain fog today. I feel like I'm completely out of it. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. See ya.